Hey, what's up, Rangers? Welcome to another episode of Go Geek. Today we got actually quite a bit of news on the Power Rangers Legacy Wars front. If you haven't already heard, tonight at approximately, I believe it starts at 8 p.m. Pacific time. I could be wrong. I'd have to check on that. We'll check here in a second. But tonight they are doing maintenance for the brand new update, and they kind of staggered out information on this update on what it's going to be about in multiple different sources. So basically, we're going to go over what's going to be in this update, and it's the one we've all been waiting for, honestly. This one has been long awaited. It's got a lot of fixes and balance changes that have needed to happen, which brings us to our first point of it. But we're going to start opening all these boxes that I have here while we talk about that. So let's just go with our free roars first because there's nothing in there, but maybe, who knows. But yeah, this update, to start with, one of the major announcements about it, and the release note thing that they released for it actually states it as a balance update. And like I said, it's the one we've all been waiting for. We have a huge nerf to Zack. So to all you Zack users out there, sorry, but your super attacking defender is now going to where he belongs, in the defender category. All of his attack powers have pretty much been significantly nerfed, and his 1-2 punch kick thingy has been staggered more. It has more time to start up, meaning you can block it now. So you guys, I'm sorry, but your whole strategy is now pretty much defeated and useless. He was already beatable by good players with good setups. Now he just really, I don't see him competing in the meta at all. Sorry about that. Get that out of here. So yeah, Zack has gotten the major nerf that he's been needing, and Jason is also getting a slight nerf too, mainly to his sword attack, of course. And he used to be one of my mains, so that's kind of sad. But at the same point, it's definitely understandable. It was a very powerful attack and very fast startup, so they might be slowing down the startup a bit on it too. I'm not sure. But yeah, Xandred, who is now my main, has a little bit of nerfing going on, but not too much. In all fairness, I think they did right by him. They switched a few things around, took down the timing for his one dodge move, which lasted pretty long. And yeah, so that's good actually for both us, the users, and the challengers, because when you use that defensive ability, it lasted so long that it puts you at huge risk if your opponent predicts it, or if your opponent doesn't use a move right away and sees that you use that. It gives him plenty of time to build up and use what he needs. So that'll help with that. But it also helped for the opponent to think it's going to end and go and use an attack real quick to hit it at the end, and it doesn't end because it lasts that long. So that's really cool. Those balance changes are really going to help. Robo Knight Leader also got a bunch of boosts. He should be competing a lot better now. I have not used him, but I've seen him used before, and he wasn't very good. So hopefully he'll be better, because I do like the Robo Knight. He's a cool one. Now, other than balance, and there are more balance changes, but you'll have to look up the balance thing yourself if you want all of the details, because I can't remember them all. I'm sorry. But other than the balance changes, there are several other new things coming out this term. First of all, it's something that I specifically put in a ticket for, and because it's just absolutely 100% necessary, was friendly battles, non-ranked battles. And they are coming with this update tonight. We will have our non-ranked battles. You will be able to practice your characters with your friends, with your alliances, probably with random people. I'm not sure yet because they haven't really announced too much about it, but man, am I pumped to have friendly battles. That's just something we've really needed. I can't stress that enough, how much we needed that from the get-go. So now, after tonight, we're going to start having videos on here where we test out the characters and we get to look at them and how they function. And we could really flesh out the meta a little bit more because we're able to play all of our Rangers at this point. So that is great, and that's going to make this game a lot more fun. What else, though? Is there more? There is more. Check it out. And they haven't officially stated that this will be out with this, but they released a picture of the next League 7 will be an ancient temple or something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't seen all of these Power Rangers series before, so I've only seen a few of them. But yeah, it's from one of them, and it's like an outdoor scene by outside of an ancient temple, and it looks pretty cool. So I could, I'm if I were a bet man, I'd say with 99% certainty, League 7 is coming with this update today. So get pumped about that, guys, because I sure am. We have 3 more boxes to open, and they're all pretty good boxes. As you know, well, could have been worse. I do occasionally use Gaia still, and with the new balances, maybe I'll use her more. Who knows? So we got 2 more. We'll start with Corruption, and then we'll open that Mega one there, or Super one. I can't remember. Let's see what we get here. Nice. That's not really useful. Well, I still have a lot of people who request them, so that's cool. Okay, they could have all those. And that was a bad Corruption box, unfortunately. Not much there. Not much at all. But, Jason actually, the Saving Power Ranger movie 2017, Jason is getting a bunch of buffs to put him on more up to a level that they wanted him to be. They wanted him to be one of the competitors, it seems. So he should be up there. I'm going to say him and Zack will be around the same level now. And they'll both be effective fighters. I still think the other Jason is going to push forward above both of them, but we'll have to see when that time comes. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to open this nice shiny box right here and see what we get. Because I think I've covered just about everything that's going to be in this update tonight. So I'm really super psyched. Oh, you know what? There are 3 more things to talk about. Technically 1 thing, but 3 of them. And I'm sure with that, you might be able to guess what I'm thinking of here or talking about here. 3 new Rangers, 2 new Rangers and a villain will be coming with this update. Will they be released? Excuse me. Apologies. Will they be released all at once with this update? I'm not sure. But the fact that they showed them in videos of their movesets and really kind of put them on display really tells me that they probably will release all 3 with this. And I actually remember them saying they were releasing 2 last month after the update, and they only released the 1 Trini leader. So I almost feel like one of these was supposed to be released last month and they just didn't get it out. So they're going to release 3 here, and they'll probably have some more later in the month or something. They did just do that. Oh man, this was a horrible box. Wow. 84 Lord Zeds. That's just god awful. I'm sorry, Zed. I think I did see some balancing stuff going on with Zed, but Zed is a terrible leader. He's just not a very good ranger so far from my experience in both using him and defending with him. I only used him like once, but his moveset was lacking. The power was just not there. Like, you can look over his stats, and let's go over that since we're out of boxes now. That was really one of the most disappointing openings that I've had so far. But, I was really, really hoping to pull like 84 Xandred shards there, but, or, time, whatever. You can't get lucky all the time, though. So instead, we get all of these freaking Lord Zed leaders. And like I said, I'm not sure if they're gonna make them any good after this last one, but right now, like, just look at that. I don't know. Those numbers don't add up. Both of his primaries are so incredibly weak that they're almost useless. One of them is a defensive primary, and that's nice. But like, I don't know. They just have so little damage. The damage is so small. Like, first of all, double trouble is just, don't even bother. Like, that's how low that damage is. It's also a multi-hit move. I mean, actually, you know what? I guess with the knockback, it's one of those style moves. It might be useful, but it's just so low in damage that it scares me. Vicious poke. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't look that amazing to me. But it is an active attacking defensive, so that is alright. And then they both use 190 and 102. Why something like Shockquake does less damage is a little beyond me. It pulls the opponent in. I don't know. Maybe I have to use them. When this friendly stuff will come out, I'll give them a try and see if can't get any better with them. Go ahead and upgrade them since we got the shards. Alright, 65, 100. And, people were requesting him in my alliance for a while there, but they're not anymore, probably because they realized he's not very good. We have so many of these, we're just going to go ahead and boost him all the way up since he is. Alright, well, yeah. See, let's take a look. Sorry, coming up the mic again. I got to try not to do that. Look at this damage in comparison. Just look at that. Like, 375 health, so more health. Breaker with 120. And it's extremely fast startup. It's so good. It might not be a super lot of damage, but the move is really, really good for its utility on the fact that it's a breaker that starts up super, super fast. So it can beat out a lot of your your regular attacks just in speed alone. Now, the Mocking Slash just does, look at that, 218. That's what a defensive attack should do damage-wise. Like, God, that is brutal. It's so much, and, you know, it might be a little bit too much, honestly. Master Xandred's defense attack might deserve a little bit of a nerf, but, you know, and then 168 and 300, you know, I know he's level 5 as compared to level 3 here. Don't get me wrong, I realize that, but the boost that he's going to get probably bring him to around 350 health, so less health. These two primary attacks are still going to be extremely, extremely low. Double Trouble will be lucky if it breaks 100. Vicious Poke will break 100, but probably not by too much. And then, yeah, Forceful Blast probably up to 275 or something, and Shockwave up to around 140. I don't know. Those might be even giving it. I'm trying to give it as much leadway as I can in that analysis, but doesn't even come close. They just don't compare. You know, like, you know, maybe, like I said, I think I did see Zed in the balanced category there for a little buffing, but overall, not the best character right now. We'll have to see what happens in the next 12 to 24 hours as the update hits. So you guys, with that, I think we've talked about pretty much everything. As far as this new update, we've opened all of my boxes. So I'm going to head out. Hopefully you guys have a good one. It's time for me to get ready for work. And you guys, get ready for the rest of your day. Go enjoy yourself. Have fun playing some more Power Rangers. Or if you're like me and headed to work for the night, best of luck at work to you. Yep, that did not stop. Sometimes I do that.